NASCAR Nationwide Series veteran Kevin LePage in that 73 car is a two-time winner in the series in his history. Good qualifying effort for him in that Dodge.
And that's mid-pack so far, 17th out of 34. Good qualifying run for Kevin LePage.
He slows down while we check in with our current pole sitter, Jamie.
Let's game, and it got, I mean, you could feel the temps come down, and then I got excited because I thought we could race hard, and then the sun came out during that red flag, but unfortunately it went back in. So we got a good break, but on top of that, the Holiday Inn Chevrolet is awesome. Pat and everybody done a great job. This is the best car we've had all year, and I was really happy with it in race trim, and real happy to get that lap in and qualify.
Great lap for Jeff Burton, right now sitting on the pole. Dave Burns?
Jamie, from a veteran to a guy who's attempting to make his first start here in the Nationwide Series, Justin Allgaier, and tell us about the deal that you signed with Penske Racing and where we're going to see you the rest of this season before the full-time next year.
Well, it looks like this year you're going to see us here, Texas, and Homestead, so really looking forward to those 3 races. And next year our plans really haven't been figured out yet. We're just trying to take things as they come, but what a great organization. I mean, Roger Penske and all of his guys have put me in a great opportunity, and just so thankful for that. And we're looking forward to getting this Penske truck rental Dodge in the race tonight, and looking forward to a good night all in all.
What have the laps been like on this tricky racetrack?
Well, it's definitely been tough. I've never been here and raced, so this is all new to me. I've been around Charlotte Motor Speedway for a long time.
Well, does Roger Penske have an eye for talent or what? Very impressive young man at 22 years of age. Here's Curtis Davis in the 49 car. Curtis, one of the full-time competitors here in the NASCAR Nationwide Series.
I saw right before this, Bernie Lamar did a nice job of getting his car. He's in 16th right now at 30.28, so maybe a lap that's good enough for him. Curtis Davis now in 25th, 30.57. Listening to Justin Allgaier there, the best thing he can do is keep an eye on that sun, and that will determine exactly how much he can go after this racetrack.
If he's looking at it right now, he's seeing sun on the racetrack, but there's still a lot of clouds that are out there that he could get a good, cool racetrack for qualifying.
Curtis Davis will not pick it up on his second lap. So he'll stick with that first lap of 30.577.
Again, we have 51 cars here. 43 will start, so that means 8 of these cars we're watching now qualify. The so-called go or go homers will have to pack it up and not compete here tonight.
We had a couple of cars that were on the entry list earlier that had practice accidents. Will not be making an attempt to qualify.
I think that time right there, that 30.57 by Curtis Davis, will be that pretty well at that cutoff line. He'll probably be good with that one.
NASCAR Nationwide Series qualifying ongoing. Here's Morgan Shepard, who, by the way, will turn 67 years young on Sunday. Morgan is a former pole sitter here. Won the pole at this race 25 years ago in 1983.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. He's out here still doing his team.
He's got a new associate sponsor there on the quarter pound.
Yeah, we were able to help Morgan out a little bit with our driving school. Over here at Driving Adventure, so that's what's on the quarter pound. Morgan's a great guy, and helped him out with his tires this week. Hard thing was him to go out here now. He's still got a little bit of sunshine, plus the car in front of him just crashed, so it always makes a difficult qualifying effort.
Yeah, 31 flat, 31.02 the first lap. He's going to go for a second lap. It looks like it might be just a little bit better. He's going to have to pick it up a little bit, I think, to beat some of these guys to make it in. I really feel like that 20 or 30-60 is actually probably what it's going to take or better to get in.
Well, just missed that by a little bit. Picked it up a lot, though. 30.78.
That puts him 28th. Dave?
And Josh Watt.
Next car to attempt qualify, the 93. This is Kenny Hendricks driving this car.
It's interesting to watch all of these guys that you know are making either their first or second time here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, their effort in qualifying, to see how they go about it versus these guys that have been doing it a long time. You know, I was going to say earlier that most of the guys we see having problems are younger guys that are inexperienced, except for Brian Vickers jumped in there and did that. One of the driver that has a lot of experience here that crashed.
Kenny from the West Coast, a former short track, short oval racer out there. Very accomplished in the open wheel ranks. Getting a chance to run a backup car quite a bit this year, or a second car for Stanton Barrett's race team.
His first lap time was 30.807, just behind Morgan Shepard. So he's going to need to pick it up just a little bit.
Looks like he's going to pick it up some.
Yeah.
Picks it up a couple of tenths over the 28th spot. 30.63.
Let's go down to Dave Burns.
Checking in with Jamie McMurray, who is
to get this
qualifying.
car about an hour and a half, get this car ready, and then try to get it through inspection for the race. Remember, these are, I guess, the impound races, so they got to get it re-inspected. Here's the 91 car, and that is Terry Cook. You're familiar with Terry, who is a veteran, a longtime veteran, very successful driver in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Terry Cook's a great race car driver. See, he's driving this 91 car. No sponsorship on the car, but this is a car and team that actually can qualify pretty good. You've seen these guys qualify in the middle of the pack. Got a good lap going right here. On track to make this race without a problem.
Yeah, looking good so far.
Still never could figure out why Terry Cook, as good as he was in the Truck Series, never got a chance to really go run. Someone took give him a shot to run full time here in the NASCAR Nationwide Series.
He's 15th fastest, and he had just a few laps of practice in happy hour, so he didn't get a lot of laps, and puts this car solidly in the field.
Oh, nice lap right there. It's not like the track's cooled down or anything here. There's a lot of sun down in turns 1 and 2. Excellent job by Terry Cook.
Next car to go out is this the car that has a
Matt
shot.
Gimble and the guys worked their butts off to get it right, and qualifying was awesome, and so now we got something to look forward to in the race.
All right, Justin Allgaier, somebody to watch for tonight, 613th right now, Doc.
Very impressive indeed. Here's the 35 car, the 2006 Rookie of the Year in the series, Danny Quinn Jr.
Yeah, nice first lap by him. And locked himself in the race. 30.237. Nice to run that second lap.
Slows up a little bit, but it's nice. Gets him in the field. Good to see Danny back out here.
Drove for Jack Roush a couple of years ago when he won that Rookie of the Year title, and then was released at the end of the year and looking for a full-time ride, and does a nice job getting that car in the Edwards on the front row. Johnny Sauter, one of the final cars to go out. There'll be Sauter and 2 more yet to go.
Yeah. Talked about that 30.57 being the cutoff line. Saw Curtis Davis ran that. He has actually been bumped with that lap time. Johnny Sauter runs slower than that, and he runs a 30.98. Yep, so he's got to pick it up to make it.
Yeah, the drivers that made times, Curtis Davis, Kenny Hendricks, and Morgan Shepard, will not race tonight. And as you said, Johnny Sauter's going to have to pick it up here to get himself in.
On the bubble is a 70 car of Mark Green. He is the next car to be bumped out if they can run faster than a 30.45.
Not looking like that's going to happen for Johnny Sauter.
And he will not do it. So Mark Green will stand for 2 more to run. Pole sitter, Jamie McMurray. Dave.
Yeah, and not official quite yet.
PK needed something to pick him back up. So he's an incredible crew chief, and he's done a wonderful job on coming over to the 17 and just very excited. But most importantly, my girlfriend was asleep. Christy, you better not be asleep in the motorhome. That was an incredible lap, and I'm hoping that you watched.
Smart guy. In the end, it's all for Christy. Okay.
Yeah, how good has this place been for Jamie? Got his first career cup win here and only his second ever start back in 2002.
How about Johnny Chapman, 11th spot? Man.
Whoa.
This track must have picked up a little bit here for these last few cars.
Sure has. Been talking to Johnny quite a bit, and he's been working really hard in trying to get this coil binding figured out. You know, this is a team that doesn't have a lot of funding, but he pays attention, been asking a lot of questions, and it's obviously working out. So a great lap.
He's got something worked out. That's in the 29-second bracket. 29.98. Great job.
Last car to go will be the 02 of Andy Ponstein. 51st and final car. And by the way, that car qualifying a moment ago bumped out the 70 car of Mark Green. He was bumped from the start tonight, and on the bubble is the 09. John West Townley and the Roush Fenway guys are in there trying to get the backup car ready. They may want to watch this lap first.
Well, they're working away like they're going to be in the race, and they have to do that. This will determine if he will race tonight in the 09.
Corey Stott owns this car, involved with Andy, trying to get him some experience here in the NASCAR Nationwide Series.
First lap's not showing as he's being compared to the car that he has to beat to get into this race.
See there, he's about almost 0.4 of a second behind the time it's going to take. So he's going to try to take another lap.
And he was 0.4 exactly off. When it goes up the racetrack a little bit, you can see that really hurt his speed as he tried to exit turn 2.
It doesn't look like it's going to happen for Andy today. Not going to be able to pick up that much in 3 and 4. It looks like Townley will be able to race when they get that backup car together.
Yep.
And Andy will not have enough oomph to get him in the field tonight. So the field is set, and making only his 8th start of the year, Jamie McMurray picks up his 2nd pole in 2008. Jeff Burton is 2nd. Carl